what we see here is there's a genre of an approach to the people take with their drumming videos where they tell you how you suck at the drums. That's that's how they want to entice you to view their video, is to tell you that you suck. And it's it's really rude. I can't even believe people would do this, but they do it. Um, they don't care. They don't. They want the clicks, and somehow that, maybe it's a thing from the old uh, the old pickup artist world where you would neg people, make negative comments to a person you're attempting to romance, uh, to lower her self-esteem, his or her self-esteem, and get them to you know to seek your approval or something. I don't know what it is, but it's messed up. And this guy here, there he is, discovering that I suck at the drums. Whatever, knock yourself out. So here we've got somebody with some drumsticks on a motorcycle asking, why do you suck at the drums? Why do I? Who said I do? Why do you say I do? F off. you know, no way. Forget it, pal. Why would I watch? Why would anyone with any self-respect watch that? What are you doing? There's several of these. The worst ones are up front, I think. Oh, this one. You suck at drumming. So how should you feel about it? I mean, you should feel good. Whatever your level of ability, you're doing something good. You're playing the drums. You should feel good about that. That's a good thing to do. So eat it, mister, whatever your name is. you know, I don't know what it is with the faces in these things. That people went to they went to a business park where there was a little a seminar or something about how you become a YouTube person, and they all do the same moves. I don't get it, but yeah, he's going to teach us how we should feel about ourselves as drummers. And I think everybody should feel good about being a drummer, playing the drums and learning how to play the drums. So, and you should just leave your judgments about whether you suck or somebody else sucks. Leave it at the back there in Cleveland, wherever you started. Leave it back at the gate, and all you're trying to do is learn how to play, and learn from yourself, learn from watching others, the good drummers and the bad drummers. You playing bad, you learn from that. That's all it is. Hopefully experiencing some kind of joy of making music in it. Hopefully some kind of pleasure in playing the drums, and not just not just a question of you suck and and you should feel a certain way about it. Up yours, buddy. No way. Get out. I'll just keep rolling here. This idiot. I can't help it. This guy's whole channel is you suck at the drums. That's his whole thing. Forget it, kid. Do something else. Get in a different line of work altogether. What are you doing? Goodbye. Forever. Why your time playing sucks! Exclamation point. That's just no teacher should ever talk that way. Just don't. Do not. Don't instill that kind of thinking. The thing is, I scroll through. I was looking for these little screen grabs from other people's videos, and you get through the first cavalcade of douchebags making their "you suck" videos, and you get further down and you see these kids like 14 years old, 13, 12, and the video is called "I Suck at the Drums." So we're spreading a message here, and it's catching on. People are into it. I suck at the drums. There's something wrong with you, man, if you're putting that out there. No amount of clicks is worth that. Is worth putting that out. Just stop it. It's bullshit. This 9 reasons you suck at the drums. I thought about it, and I came up with 9 reasons why everybody within the sound of my voice sucks at the drums. I mean, some people are kind of agnostic about it. They'll question, do your drum solos suck in this case? I don't know. Let me tell you what the story is with drum solos, is that your job is to play from here to here some drums. So it's not a question of sucks. It's just, can you fill that time? That's it. You can try to make some musical sense out of it. You make one thing follow another thing. But just hit the things for the specified amount of time, and you're done, and it's fine. Nobody actually knows the difference is the thing. They just don't. So relax. You don't have to worry about sucking at it. Don't have to worry if he thinks you suck. That's how I respond. That's how I respond to stuff like this. Like, again, an agnostic here. If you suck, do this. I think just stop thinking about sucking. What you can do if you don't feel great about your playing, the one thing you can always do to feel better is just to improve your time and just improve your accuracy. Be able to do simple things really well. And if you can do those in really good time and have them just placing some eighth notes accurately, you're really playing. There's not better drums than that. There's not a higher achievement as far as making time on the drums is the whole thing. So if you're listen to people like this and you question whether, do I suck at this? Do I just suck at it? Well, no, just learn to play time, learn some simple stuff, put it in time really well, in a normal range of speed for normal music. But for people who want to do real music, who want to just play with some people and have a good time and make some music, just do that. Learn your simple stuff really well. Learn to place it in time really well. There's ways to do that. I teach that, and there's some posts scattered around Cruise Ship Drummer about it. But that's one thing you can do. If you can place simple stuff accurately in time, it's going to feel great and it's going to sound great. And then all the other things that go into it, whether what your chops are, or what musical choices you make. All that stuff is kind of optional. You're gonna sound good if you can play stuff in time. So, if you suck, shut up. And again, agnostic, 3 tips to not suck. Have you considered not sucking at the drums? Like, yeah, I thought that's what I was doing here. These people, they broadcast these things to every single person, and it's just is it a little bit insulting? I don't know. I'm going to call the guy up and say, here's how you can not suck. Do you suck? You know, just send him a personal, send him a, you know, an evite, send him a, you know, text message, Telegram, you know, Western Union. I don't know, whatever, buddy. How to not suck. They really like putting that suck right in your face. They really want you to feel that word is what's going on there. Tom grooves, I mean, that's just rock and roll stuff. You're just you know the sound of it. You just move your hands on the tom-toms and some stuff is going to come out. It's going to sound like the thing. That's really all you need. Again, it's sucking or not. It's just a question of good time and, you know, maybe choosing the right place to do that. But how to not suck. Just more of that crap. How to not completely suck. I should put it that way. And how to not suck at the drums. It just goes on and on. You get these just endless people trying to be somebody by telling you suck, or insinuating that you should be worrying about how much you suck. And it is bulk. Another face, another. I don't understand the kind of non-specific face they do. You know, it doesn't. 3 reasons why my fills don't suck. Well, we'll see. We'll decide that. Maybe they don't suck. I don't know. Tell you why my fills don't suck, and you can worry about that. Again, the whole deal is just learn to play in time. You learn to play 8th notes, bunka go 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 bing, and they're gonna sound good. It's gonna rock, or whatever effect you're trying to get. If you can play some fills in 8th notes, about which there is a whole lot on cruise ship drummers. Search fills, a bunch of stuff is going to come up along those lines. But you get good at those and good at laying them in time, and your fills don't suck, according to this guy's standards. You know? I really don't. Oh, this guy again. It is sort of it's a immature males kind of attitude that these people have, where you have to confront how much you suck to get good at something, as if that needs to be on the radar somehow. You cannot be in denial. We need to disabuse you of any belief that you can be any good at it, or that you are any good at it. You can have any confidence at all in playing music this way on this instrument, and that's total bullshit. People need to be realistic about their own playing. What you do is you expose yourself to a lot of music. You know a lot of drummers. You go out and meet other drummers, hear them play. compare yourself. How do your skills or your musical abilities rate compared to theirs? You go to see people play live, and you see how it is done, and then you work on being able to do that. You just don't come at it from this angle of I'm not worthy, I can't do this, I'm no good. It's that doesn't make it. It does take confidence to play this instrument. It's very, you get in a performance situation, and you're very exposed. You can hide behind all your drums, but you are in a pretty exposed position, especially in school band, whatever band situation. People are looking at the drums. They're looking to see what you do, and nobody else is doing your job. You can't hide in a section. You kind of are right out there. So all of your everything you do is kind of being noticed to an extent, and you need a little bit of confidence in yourself to do that, and to really make that work, and not just be playing chicken shit, which you just shouldn't live that way. We don't want to live that way. We want to go in with confidence that we can do something. I mean, there's room for any level of skill to make music on this instrument. Whether somebody decides to develop a lot of chops or very little chops, or just being a pure folk player and just playing beats and with simple stuff. There's room for everybody, and you approaching it like suck versus not suck is a lot of crap. And why am I still looking at this guy? Let's look at that guy instead. Blessing us with this nasty face he's making at us. What's wrong with people? Anyhow, that's that. You don't suck. We're just playing the drums. Learn to play time, learn some stuff, play music, have a good time, and be a musician, and that's it. The other thing people need to be realistic about is what their actual goals are and their ambitions with it. And that's a case where there's cases where you need to hustle to get to be prepared to do the kind of things you want to do in music. So if you decide you're into being a jazz drummer, and you want to learn about that and get good enough at it, or good enough to do some gigs and do some things with it, then yeah, you gotta go and see the jazz drummers in town and see what the standards are, and you're may have to push yourself to get up to that level a little bit, and it's fine. I mean, it's never about suck. It's just about let's be realistic about what we want and make sure we're working to get there with it, just out of pure if I'm deciding I'm going to be a professional player, like, okay, holy smokes, I better work at this because I need to be able to do anything on this instrument, and I need to be able to take opportunities as they come up, work opportunities. So you kind of gotta push yourself a little bit then, but it just does not need to go into an area of sucking. So that's that. I think you guys. So follow me on YouTube. Come visit me at Cruise Ship Drummer. Come visit me at Symbolistic.com. Wherever you like. Lots of stuff happening. So thanks. See you next video.